In this video, I'm going to show you how to tie two lines together. In the past, I've had mixed results using braid to mono with this technique, but the best results that I have had is using the orange as representative of the monofilament and the green mason line in this case as a representative of the monofilament line, or sorry, the braided line. So the orange is the mono and the green is the braid. As for mono to mono line, I've had actually very good success with this. But I still use this for braid to mono. I just add a few more wraps. If you're going to be using thicker line to thinner line, you would use the orange in this case as your thicker line, the one that's doubled over on itself. This is a fairly easy knot to know. I actually don't know the name of this knot, I do apologize, but it's the knot that I most commonly use. It also works with the same diameter line, say for example 6 pound to 6 pound. It works quite well. And if I were tying this knot out in the field, I would actually add a few more wraps. I'd probably go, I would say at least 8 wraps or so before I called her a day there. It's a fairly easy knot. You're just going to take that working end and then pass it back through the loop that we created earlier. If you're going to be using a plasticky like line, for example a monofilament line, I would recommend to lubricate the knot before you pull it tight, as friction and heat can damage the knot and make it less strong. I currently have this knot as my current setup. I have a braided backing on my line, and then I run a 15-pound leader with an 8-pound after that, and or 8-pound tippet after that, and it's all tied on with this particular knot. And there you have it. Go ahead and trim off the excess tag ends that you may have. And that is the completed knot. In this next segment, I'm going to show you the exact same knot, but in this case I'm going to be using 15-pound or a heavier I should say, monofilament line. Is the thickest one I have at the moment, so you guys can see it. If you're gonna, like I said, if you're going to be tying on a thicker line to a thinner line, the one that's doubled over on my left hand there, that would be the thicker line that you would be using. If you're going to be tying on braid to mono, the best results that I've had is when you wrap the braid around the mono, so the braid would be in your right hand. Otherwise, I've actually had this knot slip out in the past. It's a fairly easy and relatively quick knot to tie, which is why I use it often. And for the most part, I've had decent results with this knot. Go ahead and lubricate it in water or any other lubricant that you may choose to use, and then gently pull it tight. Go ahead and clip the tag ends off wherever you feel fit. In my case, I usually leave about a 1/16 of an inch or maybe a millimeter or so of material left on the knot, just in case things start to stretch out and slip a little bit. But in the past, I haven't had too much issue with that either. And there you have it.